मेरा वैयक्तिक विचार है और मैं खुल के बोलूंगा, लगाना चाहिए।
हमारी सरकार आने दीजिए, इनका एक से एक ईंट से ईंट बजाएंगे। संघ नाम की संस्था खत्म हो जाएगी।
Viewers, a bill cleared by the Karnataka cabinet has put heavy curbs on where people can gather, meet, or hold simple daily activities in parks, grounds, or open areas, essentially public places, public spaces. While the bill does not say anything about any organization in particular, but because the Congress has been going after the RSS, like you just heard, the intent of the government becomes suspect. Coming right after several Congress leaders openly talked about banning the RSS, this move looks like a direct hit. The BJP says the bill is designed to stop the RSS and its daily shakha. The Congress claims that the bill has nothing to do with the RSS. But the loud anti-RSS words from the top Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, who thinks RSS is a bunch of jokers and clowns, make the BJP's fears look real and justified. A bill today, a ban tomorrow, who knows? Especially when Congress leaders have been wanting to ban the RSS. Sample the reactions.
I'm just following Supreme Court's order, High Court's order. You have a problem, you let the BJP people do whatever they want in their house. In their, in Keshav Krupa, in Jagannath Krupa, or whatever their bhavans are called.
So RSS is indeed a bunch of cowards. Cowards who don't even have the courage to register themselves, to have an account statement, because they don't want to be accountable to anyone, to anything.
If D.K. Shivakumar, Chief Minister, as well as Priyanka Karge, if they have real guts, let them come out openly and let them ban RSS. See, they should understand, by taking the back road, they can't control RSS.
कई बार इंदिरा गांधी ने भी प्रतिबंध लगाया था, लेकिन आज इतने सारे प्रतिबंधों लगाने के बावजूद, इतना कांग्रेस के द्वारा विरोध करने के बावजूद, विश्व का नंबर 1 एक वो संगठन है.
Let me open this up to Tuhin Sinha, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, Tehseen Poonawala on the show. IP Singh ji, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Ratan Sharda ji joining the debate. Dr. Neha Das will be with us shortly. And Ruben Mascarenhas, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, will be joining us. Tuhin Sinha, first question to you. The Congress says this is nothing to do with the RSS. Why is the BJP offended, taking objection? They say this is the new rule. If the bill sees the light of the day, why should the BJP take offense?
Well, good evening, Pranesh. Good evening, everybody. You know, both Rahul Gandhi and the Kharge family's pathological hatred for RSS is well known. So while Rahul Gandhi in the past has equated RSS with Islamic Brotherhood, you would recall that Kharge ji during the recent Assam elections made an atrocious statement where he said that अगर आपको बीजेपी और आरएसएस के कार्यकर्ता दिखे और सांप दिखे तो पहले आप बीजेपी आरएसएस के कार्यकर्ता को मारे. So with this kind of mentality, there are reasons for us to be watchful. There are reasons for us to be vigilant. Now, you know, I'm sure some of the Congress people on your show will ask those typical cliched questions which they always ask: what is RSS sources of funding? What is RSS legal status? So, you know, before they ask you, let me put that on record over here. Under Article 19(1)(c) of the Constitution, the RSS operates as a body of individuals for which it is not necessary to be registered as an NGO. When it comes to the sources of funding, in 1995, you must refer to CIT versus RSS case in 1994, where the Patna High Court very clearly said that, you know, Guru Dakshina or donation from RSS members to RSS is perfectly plausible. They have banned it thrice, and, you know, Junior Kharge has been recorded always saying that, you know, he will ban it again. Of course, today he was being sarcastic on that front. But yes, there are reasons for us to be watchful. There are reasons for us to be cautious on this front.
Tehseen.
Pranesh, thank you. And at the onset, a very happy Independence Day in advance to all my fellow panelists, to the viewers of Times Now, and to our fellow citizens. Tuhin, just a small thing, it's Kharge, not Kharge. The accent can be dropped. Let's come to the issue at hand. And Abbas is here. He'll tell you he's from Karnataka. Let's come to the issue at hand. I firmly believe that if a rule is made, it should apply to everybody, not just to a band of boys or a group of men or band of individuals, or however they choose to describe themselves as they may be the case. The problem out here is, I don't know why there's so much of a reaction, because when I'm trying to, for example, when we try to protest at Jantar Mantar, the Delhi police and the BJP tells us, unless you're not registered, you don't get the space to protest, and therefore CJP to register. I'm not getting to that. So these are requirements. Should people be allowed to use public spaces? Yes. But should there be registration, not just for the RSS, for every organization, including Muslim organizations, Christian organizations? Nobody has the guts to say it. Dalit organizations, there must be a registration. I'll tell you why, and I'll end here. Because public spaces are co-owned by all of us. If somebody wants to have, say, some exercise that they want to do, these public exercises, shakas that the RSS does, or Dalit fellow citizens do, or Muslim fellow citizens do, I think who's doing it, who are the people who's accountable for that, must be put in public domain, so that one, our spaces, we have accountability, and two, there is some amount of responsibility. What applies in Delhi at Jantar Mantar should apply in Bangalore.
I agree with you, Tehseen. After a long time, I must confess that I'm in total agreement with every word you've said. I am all for total disclosure, transparency, for registration, everything. If there is a law, and you said that this is not about any Muslim organization, or, no religious denomination has been named here. So why fear? Tehseen, are you happy that I agree with it?
I'm always happy to be on your show.
Now, Tehseen, can I ask you a question?
Sure, stump me.
How is this different from the rules laid out in the FCRA?
It is. It is different because in the FCRA, since I am a registered NGO, the registration already exists where the bank account is in the State Bank of India, Delhi. And for getting foreign funding, I do need to get permission from RBI and other things. So those rules already exist because I'm already registered.
No. This is not about registration. So even if an organization is registered, Tehseen, and if it wants to use public space, they will have to seek permission. The FCRA does not talk about any religious denomination. But why was the opposition outraging about FCRA being an attack on Christians or Muslims, etc.?
I think why the opposition and somebody like me who runs an NGO is concerned about the FCRA bill is, for 1 year, if you don't utilize the funds, the ability of discretionary power to take over your assets of the government is what is worrying. For example, I'll just take 30 seconds more. In COVID, there were certain funds we got. If we could not have used it in the subsequent financial year, the government has the authority, or its bureaucrats, to take away assets.
There are enough provisions for you to approach the court. Those safeguards are there, Tehseen.
Yes, and I have no problem going to the court, except that I'll have to put in funds.
Yeah.
If my accounts are seized, just allow me, when my accounts are seized, in this particular case, there is no registered organization. There's a marked difference.
No, 1 minute. Are you saying, no, 1 minute. Are you saying, 1 minute, Times Now is a registered organization. Tomorrow, Times Now wants to use a public place in anywhere in Karnataka. We'll still have to go through the process if the bill becomes a law. We will have to give all the disclosure. So this is not about registration. What the bill has done without taking names, and like I said in the beginning, that this comes on the back of the statements we've heard from Congress leaders, where they're saying, like for instance, senior leader Ashok Gehlot, he says if Indira Gandhi, if she was alive, RSS would be banned again. And there are others also who want the RSS banned. So it is in this light that we are having this conversation. Dr. Neha is also joining us. Ratan Shardaji, what do you make of this new bill?
Pranesh, first of all, I would like to point out that any leader worth his name with any slightly intelligence would think that since 1947 we've been after RSS to crush it, and we have failed. We have been trying to defame RSS, we have failed. People still love it. People still keep on adding to the numbers. It is becoming stronger and stronger. Am I doing something wrong? Should I change my strategy? Should I do some new tricks? Nothing is happening. They are repeating what Mr. Nehru started in 1948. And not only that, this game was started by British in 1930 when they put out a bill saying that RSS cannot be joined by public, first by teachers, then by public servant. Nothing worked. This continued later on. 48, before Gandhiji's assassination, they said, Nehru said, I'll crush RSS. And as soon as the Gandhiji's assassination took place, which was despite 10 days advance notice that there will be attack on him, nothing was done. And then immediately RSS was banned. Within a month, it was found that RSS is not yet involved by, as per CID report. Still, the charade of ban and all that continued for nearly a year. And so many thousands of Swayamsaks faced problem. They faced their life, they faced their deprivation, their business and all that. Not only thousands of people lost their lives by violent Congress supported goons. Now coming back to this issue, this bill, people say, what is there about RSS? See, nothing is in the bill about RSS, but in 1975 when the ban was imposed on RSS, they also took some other innocent people into this same ban, and Anand Marg was so badly mutilated, it nearly died. It had nothing to show. They showed some khopdi, whatever, and the poor chaps were, hanged, were terribly persecuted, and so many people suffered. And if you come to this current situation, before this ban, every Congress leader worth his salt to please Mr. Gandhi and also please the foreign, other vote banks. They have been continuously abusing RSS, like Tuhin pointed out. There is no end to that abuse. Naturally, we believe that this particular bill is about RSS. And when they say only registered organizations, are you saying that if I use a corner of a ground, whether I use or cricket club use or laughter club use, all of them to get registered? So the right to assembly as per association of individuals is not given in the constitution. Does it not lead to freedom of expression or freedom of activity? It does. And so all this talk of constitution and all is only for RSS. These people never objected to PFI growth. They never objected to SDPI. They could not control the murderous mobs of SDPI and PFI. So we know Coimbatore blast, when it happened, how they were defended by the same Congress and left ecosystem. Bail was demanded for the main accused. So all this we know. He was nearly worshipped. So we clearly know that this is because only RSS uses the ground regularly every day. So they mean to say, like in Tamil Nadu, for every march past, we go to High Court, we go to Supreme Court because the government won't allow us to do a march past. So it's happening for last 100 years. They will keep on doing this. So I should not play and enjoy my life and serve the society in whichever capacity I can. But I would keep on taking routes of police station, of court. That is what they want, to somehow try to diminish its own strength. So this is the problem. It is not problem of a law. When law is created specifically for certain group of people, and I'm telling you honestly, I miss the official spokesperson of Congress because they've been tying themselves in knots in every other debate. Unfortunately, they have got tired, frightened of your session, I believe. So Tehseen comes to substitute, who has the leisure and pleasure of acting both sides of the fence. So welcome to him. And I believe that this entire game of not, saying it.
Okay, Tehseen, you must do a full disclosure now.
Respect for Ratan Shada ji. I don't have the leisure, I just have common sense, which most people in politics lack, Ratan sir. Therefore, I survive Pranesh and I survive you. It's just common sense that I have, sir. But thank you for your kind words.
Don't say you survive me. मैं बुलाऊंगा नहीं Tehseen. I thought you enjoyed the show.
I enjoy the show.
Sit and survive.
I enjoy, and I think you're a good anchor who does get people on all sides. I think that, and it's a pleasure to be challenged by you.
Okay. Syed Asad Abbas, if a group of friends, they want to go out, play in a park, or just hang around, run around, permission leni padegi?
Pranesh, it's not as trivial as you make it out to be. Group of friends, permission leni padegi. No, Pranesh, I come from the land of Baswana and Coimbatore. There is the beautiful land of Karnataka. And I can tell you, on the floor of the assembly, right outside the Vidhan Sauda, Priyank Kharge ji made it categorically, absolutely with full clarity and transparency. If there are any shortcomings in the bill, he proposed the members of the BJP to kindly debate. And if there are shortcomings, he will correct it. Not just that, he challenged the BJP saying that if there is even the word of RSS mentioned, no. So my simple question to these body of unregistered individuals is, respected sirs, firstly, don't take it so personally and don't get so insecure. This bill, this law is for all respective group, organizations, or bodies of individuals in Karnataka. So if there is a government land, building, park, we need to take permission, Pranesh. All that this bill proposes is 3 days before your event or your gathering, kindly go to the nearest police station, take the permission, come back, do your march past, do your shakha, do your baithaks, no problem. Next point. Couple of points that Priyank Kharge ji, where I've had the opportunity to meet him several times, where I've had discussions with him, and I told him, what is the problem if RSS is not registered? Why shouldn't the RSS, why should they even disclose their financial sources? He told me, Abbas, if RSS claims to be the world's biggest, greatest NGO, why can't they just register themselves and officially become the world's greatest NGO? Also, when every organization and bodies of individuals show their financial sources, why is RSS above us? Does RSS not follow the Constitution of India? And as per the Constitution, what is the problem of the RSS to take permission 3 days before their baithaks? What is their problem for them to register themselves? And what is their problem
Mr. Abbas,
to simply
I have
disclose
two
their
things to tell you.
financial
1 minute. Next time, first question is asked because, you know, you're so close to the minister. Please also tell him that Pranesh is a friend. Please spare some time to take his questions. एक बार उनके साथ भी 10 मिनट बैठिए. And the other is, if he says no, so next time you go and ask him question, just consult me. I'll give you a few questions, a follow-up question, so that you can ask him. You are saying the RSS is one NGO. RSS is not a registered NGO. Tuhin Sinha said what RSS is. And if Priyank Kharge or anyone in the Congress party, Mr. Gehlot, Rahul Gandhi, anyone, if they think that RSS, by not being registered, they are falling foul of the law, the Congress party can take action. Ab ban to kar hi rahe, take action, seize their assets, lock their offices. My problem is, why is the Congress not walking that talk? That's all. Let me bring in Dr. Neha. Dr. Neha, what do you make of the bill, the arguments around it?
Yeah, Pranesh, I think just separating RSS part from it, I just see that there's something problematic with the bill. First of all, there was a government order which was passed last October, and that was rejected by Karnataka High Court. So the order was exactly the same, and they had put the same thing, whatever they have put in the bill, it was there in the government order. And the procession, the definition of procession is a gathering of 10 or more people. So that was basically rejected by Karnataka High Court, saying that it was violative of the fundamental right, and 19(1)(a) and B, saying that it affects the freedom of speech and affects the freedom of congregation and free movement. So that is how it was rejected by Karnataka High Court. Now they have brought a bill, and this basically replaces that order. So that order which was cancelled by Karnataka High Court, to override that, they have got this bill. Second thing is, as I said, the definition of procession includes 10 or more people. So on the road, if 10 or more people are trying to walk or they want to take a procession, they have to take prior permission. So that, in current scenario, what do you think? Like that has a feasibility issue. I mean, every day, like Ganesh Chaturthi or any other procession that they take on the road, for that also they have to take permission. I don't know what exactly they are trying to achieve with this. And the second thing is, in Karnataka, like just separating out the this bill out. I mean, there are so many issues in Karnataka that Congress has to focus on, like the Kaveri water issue or the education part or the problems of the farmers. But instead of that, what they are trying to do is they are bringing in all these unnecessary bills, and they are also flaming the this caste disharmonies, like bringing up bills like Rohit Vemula bill, and they're also putting minority appeasement, different policies such as 4% extra reservation for Muslims. So this is the priority of Congress government, and this is what they are trying to do instead of focusing on the real issues. So that is my point of view. I think this bill is completely unnecessary, and it has feasibility issue, given that the definition of procession is 10 or more people. I don't know how they are going to implement it.
Okay. IP Singh ji, आपके बैंगलोर में दोस्त तो होंगे? सर खुल के बोलिए, दोस्त हैं तो दोस्त डिक्लेयर करना इलीगल नहीं है।
प्रणेश जी, आप सबको एवं देशवासियों को स्वतंत्रता दिवस की पूर्व संध्या पर मैं बधाई देता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
आपको भी सर। मेरे सवाल का जवाब नहीं दिया आपने आईपी सिंह जी।
बहुत बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, बार
नहीं, मैं आरएसएस पे पूछ ही नहीं रहा हूं, वो तो मेरा दूसरा सवाल होगा। मैं आपसे पहले पूछ रहा हूं, बैंगलोर में आपके दोस्त हैं कि नहीं?
नहीं, बच्चे भी हैं, दोस्त भी हैं, बहुत से लोग हैं बैंगलोर।
तो आईपी सिंह जी, अगर आप अगली बार में बैंगलोर में 10 से ज्यादा के ग्रुप में पकड़े गए बिना परमिशन के, तो आप फिर अखिलेश यादव जी को फोन करना पड़ेगा वहां पे, डीके शिव कुमार को, जी छोड़ दीजिए, हमारे पार्टी के हैं ये जो नया बिल है उसमें परमिशन लगती है। 10 लोगों से ज्यादा अगर पब्लिक स्पेस पे दिख गए बिना परमिशन के, तो सोच लीजिए।
नहीं, सवाल देखिए, इसको गोल गोल घुमाने से काम नहीं चलेगा। साफ है कि अगर आरएसएस दुनिया में किसी देश में जाता है तो वहां रजिस्ट्रेशन कराता है, वहां कोई कार्यक्रम करेगा, मैं तो देखा भी हूं, वहां उनसे परमिशन लेनी पड़ती है। तो अगर इस तरह का कानून बनता है, इस तरह के बिल आती है, तो उसका स्वागत किया जाना चाहिए। और मैं समझता हूं कि जितने भी देश में कार्यक्रम होते हैं, लखनऊ में भी अगर कोई कार्यक्रम होता है तो सरकार से अनुमति लेनी पड़ती है। बिना अनुमति के आप कोई कार्यक्रम नहीं कर सकते। बार बार जिला प्रशासन दबाव बनाता है और हम लेते हैं। तो आरएसएस, चूंकि प्रधानमंत्री और जो बीजेपी है, ये तो मुखौटा है। जो कुछ भी देश में चल रहा है वो आरएसएस कर रहा है
जी।
तो आरएसएस को अगर रजिस्ट्रेशन की बात आती है, परमिशन लेने की बात आती है, तो क्या बाबा साहब का जो संविधान है, क्या आरएसएस उसे ऊपर मानता है?
मैं अब आपको बताता हूं। अच्छा हुआ आप संविधान तक चले गए। अब आप सुनिए आईपी सिंह जी, आपने जो कहा कि ये परमिशन नहीं, सुन लीजिए सर, ऐसे नहीं, मेरे भी दोस्त हैं बैंगलोर में, ऐसे नहीं होता आप बोलेंगे सिर्फ। सुनिए आईपी सिंह जी, आपने कहा परमिशन लेनी चाहिए, मैं तो समर्थन कर रहा हूं। मैंने आपके आई थिंक आपने सुना नहीं, मैंने कहा कि मैं तहसीन पूनावाला ने जो कहा, आई अग्री विथ हिम कंप्लीटली कि डिस्क्लोजर होना चाहिए, ट्रांसपेरेंसी होनी चाहिए। मेरी प्रॉब्लम हिपोक्रेसी की है। एफसीआरए बिल में भी यही सब है, लेकिन वहां पे प्रॉब्लम है उनको डिस्क्लोजर में। वो कह रहे हैं कि इतने लॉस क्यों है, इतने रूल्स हम क्यों फॉलो करें। और अब आप देखिए द वे दिस बिल इज वर्डेड, दिस इज अनटेनेबल। I am not getting into the legality or the constitutionality of it. That the courts will decide. आईपी सिंह जी, अब मेरा दूसरा पॉइंट ये है सर, आपने कहा कि आरएसएस रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, ये बार बार आता है डिबेट में। इससे पहले सर, एक मिनट, बीजेपी की सरकार जो अभी है, जिसमें योगी आदित्यनाथ मुख्यमंत्री हैं, उससे पहले आपकी सरकार थी, अखिलेश यादव जी मुख्यमंत्री थे, आरएसएस उस समय भी रजिस्टर्ड नहीं थी। आप लोगों ने कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की?
अब सुन लीजिए, आज बीजेपी योगी आदित्यनाथ विधानसभा के 10 किलोमीटर रेडियस में कोई कार्यक्रम नहीं करने देते, लेकिन समाजवादी पार्टी की सरकार थी और बीजेपी विधानसभा के सामने 10 दिन तक आमरण अनशन पर बैठी रही और बीजेपी के देश भर के नेता के भाषण करते रहे। तो ये लोकतंत्र है और लोकतंत्र का गला घोटने का काम योगी आदित्यनाथ जैसे लोगों ने घूम कर देश भर में किया।
मैंने क्या सवाल पूछा कि जब आपकी सरकार थी, आपने आरएसएस पे कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की? उस पे जवाब नहीं दे रहे। लोकतंत्र तो बिल्कुल है, तभी तो समाजवाद के नाम पे सैफई महोत्सव होता था। वो कौन मैं तो नहीं भूला हूं। वो समाजवादी पार्टी तो वो असली थी, इंग्लिश वाली पार्टी चलती थी सैफई में। वो कौन सा, वो लोहिया जी का समाजवाद था क्या? वो कौन से संविधान में लिखा हुआ है? सैफई में जो कार्यक्रम होता था वो सोशल जस्टिस था क्या था वो? आप मुझे बताइए कि आप लोगों ने कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की आरएसएस पे?
जिस तरह का माहौल आरएसएस ने देश भर में बनाया, जिस तरह के वर्गीकरण की राजनीति करी, जिस तरह से तोड़ने की बात करी,
मैं एक
भ्रष्टाचार और घोटाले देश में हुए,
मैं एक लाइन आगे बोल रहा हूं, आरएसएस एंटी नेशनल है। आप लोग कर क्यों नहीं रहे कार्रवाई? आपकी जब सरकार थी उत्तर प्रदेश में, व्हाई वाज द आरएसएस नॉट बैंड? मुझे एक इसका सवाल का जवाब दे दीजिए आईपी सिंह जी।
सरकार से पूछते आप,
अरे आपकी सरकार
से
थी,
होता है,
समाजवादी
सरकार
पार्टी की सरकार।
विपक्ष से नहीं होता। हम तो विपक्ष में हैं, आप
अरे अभी विपक्ष में है सर, क्या बात। आईपी सिंह जी, आपको अगर नहीं देना है जवाब तो आप कह सकते हैं मुझे नहीं आता, कोई बात नहीं, आई डोंट नो, चलता है यहां। आप क्यों नहीं जवाब दे रहे? आपकी सरकार थी ना। या आप ये बोलिए कि जब हमारी सरकार आएगी, जब भी आए तो हम बैन करेंगे, बोलिए।
मैं तो ये सबसे अपील करूंगा कि जिन राज्यों में बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं है, अपोजिशन है, उस बिल को आगे बढ़ाना चाहिए।
चलिए,
देश को अब
रूबेन
की लड़ाई लड़ने का वक्त आ गया है।
Ruben, will the Punjab government ban the RSS because RSS is not registered?
No, this is not about banning at all.
Of course, this is about banning. What have you heard from other people?
No, you allowed Ratanji about 2 or 3 minutes for him to make his point. I also expect to be heard. So please indulge me.
You were late on the show.
Ratanji would make it sound as though the RSS is some paragon of virtue. The fact is, it is not. We are a republic. We have the Indian state. There is nothing or no organization or no idea bigger than the Indian state. Let's understand that. For any organization to arrogate itself this so-called civilizational ethos and this idea that they are not somehow, that the laws of the country are not applicable to them is deeply problematic. Point number one. Point number two, all the questions asked to everybody else in the world, whether it is a political party, whether it is just people, CJP participating, it looks like the BJP and the news channels asked more questions to them than to the BJP or the ruling party in the last 3 terms. So now, when it comes to, let's take the RSS for that matter. The RSS has come up with a large office right at Jhandewala in Delhi. Okay, where did they get their money from? If they are not registered, how did they get their FCRA? How is it that they're
Ruben, I am endorsing what you're saying. Ban the RSS. Ask the non-BJP governments to walk the talk. If you believe, which you do, and that you're saying that the RSS is not above the constitution, cannot be above the rule of law, why are non-BJP governments not taking action against the RSS, my friend? Simple question.
I mean, here the issue, what is the issue that we are discussing?
Then if that is the issue, then why were you talking about rules and constitution, Ruben? Why are you now running away? Think of what you're going to say. I will base my questions on that. You have a government in Punjab. Can you appeal to the Punjab Chief Minister to ban the RSS?
Let me finish, but that is irrelevant.
How is it irrelevant? If you believe the RSS is above the law, is violating the law, not following norms, let's ban it.
No, this is not about banning at all. It was about regulation. This is not about banning at all. We are not into banning. We are not the RSS. We don't spread hatred. Let's understand this. You spoke about a law in Karnataka. I am from Mumbai. Let me speak about Mumbai. We have section 144 imposed all over Mumbai, 365 days together. Any organization has to take permission. Why is this so complex? Why is this so complicated? Where is it being even implemented in Mumbai?
1 minute. If a group of 1 minute, which organization goes to the garden in that in any locality in groups of 6, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40 every morning? Tell me.
Kumari, there so many organizations. Why is it?
Yeah.
Why
So
is
what
it
stops
limited to
them?
the RSS?
I don't think anything stops them from going to the park and doing their exercise, walk, whatever it is. Ruben, you can gather your friends and go to the park. If you have a problem, post it on social media. I will take it up.
The RSS should just comply with
yeah,
it.
so if there is non-compliance, I am saying if there is non-compliance, which you believe there is, then take action. Take them to court. Seize their assets.
State government in Karnataka which has come up with this law, right? Let us see whether the
RSS, why are you not asking your own government in Punjab? What is the harm?
What has Punjab got to do with this?
Why? RSS is not some Karnataka-centric organization. RSS has shakhas everywhere. Ratan Sharda ji, आपने रूबन को सुना, वो कह रहे हैं कि आप लोग ना रूल फॉलो करते हैं, ना आप रजिस्टर्ड हैं, आपको पैसे भी मिलते हैं, तो ये संविधान से ऊपर हैं क्या आप?
I heard young Ruben using very pompous language. I am also from Mumbai. I also go to grounds and attend RSS shakas. And the point is, RSS never claimed the monopoly over social spaces or social programs. or national ethos. It is people who have given this respect to this organization, and they have joined the organization. Nobody is stopping anybody from joining the organization. What do you mean by hate and all that? He talked about RSS office, though that is the topic of this particular debate. RSS has given 100 times the explanation. Its existence has been accepted by the Supreme Court. Its Guru Dakshina system has been accepted by the Supreme Court. And this particular Karyalaya, which is having snakes all over his body, should go and check the trust accounts. They are audited. Every penny is audited. So there are trusts who build the organization, and they charge people the rent for that particular usage, and also give it to RSS. What is the problem? You can create a building and support Arvind Kejriwal. Nobody is stopping you. See, Kerala tried the same game. They used Devasam board to stop RSS usage of temple spaces. Nearly 1,300 temples, and they used their government power to stop it. Did RSS stop? RSS does not require space. RSS does not require anything. Every festival RSS seeks a prior permission, pays all the rentals, and takes every kind of permission to do a public program where it is occupying the Maidan. When you're working in a small corner of a garden which nobody is getting disturbed, they want to use it for this kind of saying that everybody should register. So Walkers Club, Laughter Club, everybody must register because there are 10, 15 people, they can't even laugh, so they will cry now. So this strange law, which has said the preceding activities of RSS of Congress and their friends so long, clearly shows what is
Syed Asad Abbas, take the minister for a morning walk next time to a garden near your house. Count the number of people there without permission. In groups.
Now, it's very interesting how the so-called RSS ideologue equals RSS to a comedy club. It's absolutely laughable matter. Sir, the fact that you're making this Karnataka cabinet bill made by the lawmakers, elected lawmakers of Karnataka as something such trivial issue. Sir, this is not for any people who want to do daily walk, exercise, jogging or a laughter club. Let us understand the details of this issue.
No,
Sir,
then you clarify, one minute. Then you clarify on national television, Syed Asad Abbas, that this will not apply to RSS Shaka. Is that the case?
Let me clarify. Let us understand here. What are we talking about? We are talking about what? The simple question I ask here, Pranesh Saab, is why is RSS so insecure? This is for people, 10 or more, who want to go out to public roads or government land, buildings, parks, which belongs to the government.
Public road where students walk in groups. Syed Asad Abbas, I'm sure you went to school with friends.
Pranesh, let us understand the fact of the matter. This particular bill, it's for all. Why is RSS getting so insecure? Can you ask Ratan Sharda?
No, that I said in the beginning. I asked Tuhin Sinha that the bill makes no mention of any organization, and if the bill becomes an act, the law of the land will apply to all. But Syed Asad, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. Having said that, can you on national television say that this does not apply to a group of people who are going out for morning walk, for doing exercise in a public park? Minister is your friend, just say this. Take that liberty.
Now, Pranesh, you are, I really, not you, Pranesh, but my friends of the RSS on the panel, really hats off to you guys who think this bill is made for school walking kids or kids getting out of school or people who want to walk on road or jogging. No.
Okay, Dr. Neha, quickly we'll move on. Yes.
Yeah, I think the problem is the way the bill is framed and how it is worded. So first thing, like I told, it was the definition of procession. Second thing is there is a provision of arrest without warrant. So that provision has, a high chance of misuse. I mean, the government wants, they can go and arrest anyone without warrant, saying that you are, assembled in the park or assembled on the road, and I can arrest you because that is the bill, that is the law. So I think this bill in this correct form, like how it is worded, it will not stand the constitutional test. If it is challenged in court, there's a high chance that it will be rejected by court. So, all this discussion at the end of the day, like Karnataka High Court had already rejected the original government order based on which this bill was framed. So, I think if you go and challenge it in court, it will again be dismissed.
That the BJP has said that they will move court once the bill becomes an act. Ratan Sharda ji.
Small point since you are closing the debate. Everybody who supports this particular bill, whether it's friends of Congress or Congress, they say ये इसके लिए नहीं है, उसके लिए नहीं है, इसके लिए नहीं है, उसके लिए तो कौन बचा? RSS बची, as simple as that. So clearly, it is an ideological positioning when they say it will divide, it should not be divisive, it should not disturb the public order. All that that they keep on saying, and every time I go to every debate, say, "Nahi, iska matlab ye nahi, iska matlab wo nahi." And lastly, about RSS, see, there is a very popular saying: "What is working well, don't break it." So RSS is working fine as an association of individuals. It is doing wonderfully for the nation, serving
no,
the
sir,
nation.
but that is for the RSS. It is working well for the BJP. It is not working well for the opposition. So they will want to break it. Ratan Shardaji. Tuhin will have to move on. Let's shift our attention.